Hey everyone, Jim Gonzalez, EDI Support here. So one of the common questions that I run across or that I hear about is from C-level or CEOs of companies, owners of companies, asking how can EDI increase our revenue, make our margins better, those type of things. So it's by that old saying, time is money. So think about it this way. If you're doing processing of orders, most common retail, you're in a retail situation, you have your said customers ordering product, they're calling in, they're sending you faxes, they're emailing, they're doing all these things, but non-EDI document integration. So somebody's manually taking those orders, hand keying them into your back-end system, and then they're being processed that way. And then again, on the back end, they're turning around when they go to send an invoice for payment or shipping details or whatever the business document may be or conversation may be, they're doing those things without it being integrated or utilizing EDI. So I've had, over the 24 years, I've had basically CEOs and owners do a full breakdown. And I always tell them this, listen, review everything. Do a full breakdown of your organization and see what does it take to process that one particular order. What does it cost you? Time, you're paying somebody. It's an hourly cost that you're paying somebody to key those orders in. You're doing those type of things, and how much time is it affecting and everything else to get that one order into the system, from being in the system, processed through the system, to sending out an actual invoice. And sending out an invoice basically means emailing it, phone call, any of those type of things. So get that breakdown. Is it 50 cents an order? Is it 85 cents? Is it $1.25? What is it? What does it cost you per order to handle it? I can tell you from experience, EDI is going to make that cost fractional, because you could go from, and I've seen clients do it, go from 80 cents an order to 5 cents, or even further down than 5 cents, depending on your order load and those type of things and what you pay your employees, benefits, like factor everything in to figuring that out. And EDI can reduce all of that. Yes, there's an upfront cost, but I can tell you your return on our investment, or ROI, is usually within months. If you're not doing EDI at all and you have decent sized customers and order entry and that kind of stuff. EDI document integration can really reduce your costs per order to invoice process. It can also do that in health claims. It can do that all over the place when it comes to EDI and document integration. But that's one of the things that you want to sit down and you want to realize, what is your exact cost as it is today without it, okay? Or if you have a system that you don't believe in that's in place, what is your cost today for your current EDI solution? Figure that out. If you've never sat down to figure that out from a CEO or a CFO or an owner's position, you need to figure that out, because that's a huge piece that's involved in your margins. So if you're reviewing it, reach out to us. We can have conversations with you in which we can figure out, through free conversations, how you can reduce those costs and increase your margins, or reduce those costs and allocate those individuals to a different place in your business to help you in other processes that maybe are lagging, or other things that you've been meaning to do but you haven't been able to do. Another arena for your EDI when it affects your margins is this. So you have different customers or clients that you're trying to get involved with, okay? Amazon, Walmart. We're going to use those two as two big conglomerates that are out there. Did you know that in their systems and in their processes, they'll actually allow you to sell product via their e-com sites on a basis of not being in their stores or held in their facilities. You go into, usually it's defined as a seller marketplace. Okay? Did you know that those actual marketplaces allow EDI or document integration? Whether it's via an API connection or whatever the connection may be, they allow that. So if you get yourself involved into those seller marketplaces just to get your foot in the door and start getting your product out to their buyers, well, guess what? All of a sudden, now you're utilizing a marketplace, just getting your foot in the door, getting your product to flow. And if you have a great product and you now got your foot in the door and they take notice that you're moving product on their sites, guess what's going to happen next? They're going to ask you to move over or be a part of their other processes and their other entities for purchasing. Maybe they're standardized EDI. So there's entry points that you can use with EDI or document integration to get into these new accounts that can vastly grow your business. So why not look into them? Why not call that customer that you've been wanting to get into and say, hey, we have these capabilities. We're EDI capable. We can handle document integration. We would love to do a partnership where it's no skin off your back. You don't have to worry about doing anything. We're going to start giving you product and basing it on your e-com sites through our document integration and through those other means and methods. And we're now available. What do you think? Would you be okay with us doing that? Because we're capable. Companies love seeing other suppliers being technically driven. So if you're driven by technology and you're driven to handle large amount of orders and you have a great product and you have things in place to take it to that next level, or as I like to say it, make you look a lot larger than what you are, you're going to open up those doorways because now they're perceiving you as this big organization, not somebody that's not going to be able to handle the order flow. So another way of opening up your revenue channels is getting into the seller marketplaces and doing it from an integrated standpoint and thinking and treating your business like it's larger than what it is. Look at some of the businesses that are out there. There's businesses that start with 10, 15, 20 people and their value add is billions of dollars. Happens not all the time, but if you structure yourself and you look at yourself in that way and in that manner of how can I use technology to handle where I would need actual people. And instead of having bodies, you don't have to feed computers. So doing EDI, doing document integration can open up those different ports for you. They can open up those different pieces of revenue. You can look at what you have existing, figure that out, and figure out how can you reduce those costs to leverage yourself, to make your margins larger, to do those type of things. Too many people and too many businesses look at that first number of, it's going to cost me X to do document integration. I have yet to meet any company over 24 years that hasn't put EDI in place and hasn't grown their business. If they haven't grown their business after putting EDI in place, the only people you can look at is yourself. You can't look at document integration and EDI as being a cost position. You have to look at it as being an increase of revenue, a marketing piece that you can sell onto other new accounts or existing accounts to grow that relationship. Start changing that mindset. Start doing the things that are going to allow you to grow your business and look at your business from 20,000 feet up and saying, hey, if we did this, would it make sense? Ultimately, if it's with EDI and document integration, it's going to make sense. It's just finding the right partner that makes sense. So if you have any questions, reach out to myself, reach out to our team, EDI Support. We're here to help you out. Again, looking at revenue, looking at EDI, what is it going to do for you? EDI is not a bad place to put your money, or document integration, because now you can move your resources around to other areas that you've been needing to put people. Have a great day, and we'll be back with you soon.